Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Santina. I retired in April of 2025 and now travel the US full-time in my Ford Transit 250 no-build build. Good morning. It's Thursday. I've arrived at Nolde Forest Sawmill or State Park, Nolde Forest State Park. It has multiple names apparently. It's a historic sawmill, so hopefully I'll get to see some of that history today. That would be really cool. I'm moseying my way up to the New England states. I'm still in Pennsylvania. Just moseying up through the Pennsylvania state parks that I've never visited before. There's a whole bunch of what I think are really tiny ones on the way up to New York. So we're going to hit those probably in rapid fire succession. So I might not hike each and every one of them. I'm going to try to understand from the park rangers what the highlight of the park is and maybe do that, whether it's a trail or a historic site, whatever it happens to be. Slept at Wawa last night. The only thing about sleeping at a 24/7 place is that obviously you have people pulling in really late at night. Some of them were blaring their music, so about maybe 2 cars woke me up last night. And then this morning, everyone's commuting to work, so getting into Wawa early to get their coffee and whatever they're eating for breakfast. So there are a couple of people that pulled in next to me and their engines ran, and that is what woke me up as well. I was feeling really exhausted, and I realized I exercised yesterday. I always feel exhausted the day after I exercise. That's crazy. I need to build my stamina. Anyway, other than that, had a lovely evening at Wawa. They have these new 2 for $5 Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Oreo cookies. 2 of my favorite desserts, by the way. The Oreo cookie is Reese's flavored, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup flavored. And the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is Oreo flavored. So I thought, well, I'll buy something while I'm in there getting my ice, which I did, which will last not only all day, but tomorrow as well. And I was going to pick those up and try them, and they only had the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, not the Oreo ones. So I figure I will wait until a Wawa that I come across has both, and that will be a treat. All right, let's check out Nolde Forest Sawmill. It's a shame because it doesn't look like the old sawmill is open for historic interpretation. And here's where my van is. It's cool. Help us protect water quality clarity. Stay out of the stream. I wasn't planning on going in. Okay, so I guess this is also called the Nolde Forest Environmental Education Center. And it's part of the Schuylkill River National and State Heritage Area. So I guess there's a whole bunch of trails that connect. I guess if you wanted to make them connect, you could. That's where we are. It is chilly this morning. I have a sweatshirt and sweatpants on, and I'm still a little chilly. Fall is coming. We're here at the sawmill. There's a watershed trail that walks along Puncher's Run. And then if I go up elevation on some trail that doesn't seem to be named, I can get up to the mansion, where I think it's the ranger's office. Your dog. That's interesting. Looks like there's a path here. Neat old spillway. some kind of gate here. An old dam. All right, we're gonna drive around to the mansion / ranger's office, which is not the path that I showed you. That's walking only, and it's an authorized vehicle driving only. So I'm gonna get on, I think it's 625, and go around and go to the ranger's office. Ask them what is there to do here. That's cool. So the ranger explained to me that this is not a mansion that you tour. They do give tours once a year for $10. You have to register in advance online, but it is purely an office building now. They didn't want to add another structure, impact the area and the environment with building another structure for their office spaces. And there's also a lot of money that would have to go into upkeep of a mansion if they were to make it like touristy spot. But their focus is education, and they have a chickadee, which is a little bird center here where they study chickadees, and I think that's the focus of Nolde Forest State Park. Nolde Forest State Park in Pennsylvania. Honestly, I wouldn't come back here. The sawmill is not open for historical interpretation because it's dilapidated and they're not fixing it up. There's walking trails. If you live nearby, it's probably great. And it's really beautiful, dark, old, cool forest. But there's nothing here to do other than just walking on the trails. So, stop number 1, Nolde Forest State Park. Check off the list. I got excited for a minute because the ranger that I was talking to in the mansion, when I was asking, what is there to do around here? What about the tour, etc.? She popped outside after I left and was giving a guided tour to school students. So I quickly parked my van and walked over to where she was giving that tour, and all she was doing was talking about what they could do to volunteer. You could bring books to the little library. You could move these rocks if they get out of place. I thought I was going to get a tour of the forest or the mansion or the outside of the mansion or something, but no, wasn't to happen. My route to Delaware Canal State Park, which I've never been to, took me past Nockamixon State Park, which I've been to many times. And there are some birds on the dock. I want to see if I can get a picture of them. I'm at the boat rental and there's no one here. So these are the birds on the dock at the boat rental shack. I don't know what they are yet because I'm not close enough yet. I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm gonna stop and make myself a protein shake and see how my idea of using ice instead of frozen blueberries, because I don't have a freezer. See if I picked up some ice at the Wawa this morning and see if that makes the shakes just as good as when you have frozen blueberries. I feel like I should know what they are, but they have a very unusual neck. They don't look like any bird I know. I wonder if they're loons. Anyone know? Put it in the comment if you know. There's even a second dock over here. They're also on. All right, I think I'm gonna go up and make my shake, bring it down here, read a book while I drink it in front of whatever those birds are. It was chilly first thing this morning, but now I'm in t-shirt and shorts and it's gonna be a warm day. I think it's gonna be in the 80 Fahrenheit area. So I'm at the little park office and I ran into a ranger and asked him if those were loons down at the dock. He said, no, they are cormorants, whatever a cormorant is. But that's what he suggests that they are. I am about to head out to Delaware Canal State Park, so I'll see you there.